Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad, Supercoach Pro. Today I'm doing a round 24 AFL Supercoach live stream. It's probably one of my final live streams for the year. Might do one with Steve Sunday evening from SDS Supercoach. I haven't done my latest video from my Supercoach side. However, I do have the score I can reveal for that. I did say on Shorty's Live that I'd be going on at 10, so hopefully people got notified in that chat. I didn't see what happened after that because I had to go. But this week, what did we score for round 23? We actually did really well, and we moved up in the ranks, which was quite handy. We are now, where are we? Go to home page. We scored 2,510 for the round, for round 23, and our season rank, surprisingly, is 4.66k. So we're exactly 4.6k. But we're going to cop a donut for the final round of the year, which is really frustrating. But overall, total score is 51,060 points, top 3% overall for total score. And it was, not a bad week for me. But going to the side, I think Marty Hoare saved me. That was one of the things that really held me in good stead. He went 103 and he was Sheezel's cover. And who else helped me? Frazier was 136, but he was on the bench, so that did not help me at all. Would have been nice to field him over Zach Merritt, but that obviously didn't transpire. Fisher was good cover for Curnow. He scored 102, so that was pretty handy. And all in all, the scores for the week, regardless of Sheezel not playing and Curnow not getting up, the team actually did pretty well. So it's not looking too bad. Saturday night, still don't know if I'm going to go into the city. I'm going to go watch the Richmond and Gold Coast game. I've already got tickets for that. So my cat's just meowing at the door, as per normal, every live stream. So I'll probably go to that Gold Coast and Richmond game because I got tickets to that. And if any of the subs want to jump into that, if you've seen this live or if you see this after, you're more than welcome to hit me up on Twitter, aka X, and I can meet you at the game or bars afterwards and whatever. So I'll definitely be doing that. Crazy. How much are tickets? Oh, so I got free tickets, so I'm not too sure. How much are they? That's a good point. I have a look now. It's a 2:10 Saturday afternoon game. Buy tickets. I have to actually look at my ticket, what it is tomorrow morning. If it's in like some member section, I might have to get general admission just to sit with people that are on this channel week to week. So where are we? It's not reserve, it's just public reserve, isn't it? Find tickets. Find public tickets. It's a pain in the arse, these apps, I swear. Find best available. Crazy tickets are $25 from level 1 wing. I don't think it'll be a sellout game, regardless of Dusty and I don't even think 95k people will be there, mate. To be honest, I know it's for Dusty and Dylan Grimes as well. But even when Gold Coast and Richmond have attended games, even when like Cochrane and Revolt, I would have loved to know the stats of how many people turn up to those games on their retirement games. I don't think it'll be a sellout. I reckon you can get tickets at the gate, to be honest. Like Richmond have been pretty poor this year, regardless of Dusty's retirement. And I think it would be different if he was actually playing. Like if he was actually playing on the field, I think that would be a huge difference compared to him just doing a wave and then see you later, in my opinion anyway. It'd be nice if they get 95,000 people there though. Supercoach for next year, hopefully bigger and better next year. I'll try to do more content with, obviously Steve will do jump on and jump off as we normally do, but that normally pitters out around the buys because a lot of people burn through trades like myself. I'd like to do something with Damo from Supercoach Edge a little bit more often, and a few others as well, like St. Being a Supercoach. He's always good for a live. So these things I'm thinking of next year. I'll do a little bit of off-season stuff, but at the same time, I'm definitely going to take a couple months break, because this takes a lot of energy. Like 250 videos for the last 3 or 4 seasons, whatever it's been now. And if it wasn't for the lives, I probably would have pulled the pin at the end of the year if I didn't discover the lives. To be completely honest, the lives gave me a bit of a new lease of life. I think JD's retired from it after 4 seasons, and it makes sense because I think he's got kids too. So it's very hard to do previews, reviews, and lives when you've got work and family stuff. Cheese is back. Hello, Cheese. Going well, mate. How you going? Who knows? Doesn't say how you going. I just assumed it's probably what you meant. Tell you what, though, I got a new Goku tat. Oh, wrong side. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just peeling because I got it 2 weeks ago. But how sick does Goku look? I run out of space on my chest and arms, so I'm going to have to do my legs now. Anyway, I should probably talk more Supercoach stuff. VC and C, I'm actually thinking of going Max Gorn into Tristan Cherry this week, or Tristan Cherry into Zach Butters, potentially. Houston being rubbed out for 5 weeks is a load of crap. I don't know if that's a little bit opinionated, but 5 weeks feels too much for a Houston hit. Like, if Rankin wasn't knocked out, I think it'd be maybe a week, if that. But the fact that the repercussion was he was knocked out, 5 weeks is bullcrap. Anyway. And then there's a lot of retirements too now this point in the season. Like, not Nan Curvis. Who's that journeyman ruckman that just retired today from the Tigers? He was only there for 1 season. Having blanks now. Naismith, that's who I'm thinking of. Naismith, he's done. So there goes the R3 that we had. I don't know. I'll tell you, he's been having some large weekends, mate. August has been ridiculous months of birthdays, parties. So I've missed out on heaps, and low-key forgot about Supercoach. I don't blame you, mate. Like, Snapchat's going off its head at the moment. I've been scoring well in the month that you've been partying, and I haven't really been partying at all. So I wish I had that many events to go to. But what's your rank now? Jeez. I should actually ask. Wow. I should actually ask Jono if he wants to jump on a live or something. Give me 2 seconds. Jono, what are you doing? I wonder if he's working. I should give people more notice when I'm going to go live. I was going to go live Sunday evening, but something came up, so that was a bit annoying. I've been meaning to go live for so many weeks, but I went live the other week. It was just dead. There was just nothing going on. Naismith was the R3. Cheese, I actually don't even know. I think it went from 135. Wow, to 1900. Not changing my team around. That's huge. That's crazy. Yeah, more life than Supercoach, I guess, sometimes too, isn't there? Jeez. I've done the opposite. The last month, I've climbed the ranks. If I go to my rankings, where we go. Every time I do this, I always forget where to go for my ranks. Is it in history? Yeah, season ranking. This is for 2024. Overall positioning. So since around 18, I've actually been climbing the ranks really well. Like, I went from 12,000 in round 18, into 10,000, into 8,000, into 8,000, into 5,000 last week, and then 4,600 this week. So top 5K this year would be nice to stay there, but Kerno needs to get up, or else I'm kind of stuffed without Kerno. So, and Dylan Grimes, I know this is not a Richmond podcast or anything, but sad to see him go. I think he only played like 5 games with us this year. I think he had a back and playing all season. Would have been nice to actually send him off properly, but Richmond are going to look like a different outfit next year, so I'm not expecting too much. Skiz fits the troll. Here we go, biggest troll in the house. No, I love you, mate. Hey, Toads. If anyone doesn't know the reference, it's Toads from Neighbours. He reckons I look like him. A few of the people in Shorty's Supercoach Live was saying I look like Toads from Neighbours, but I've lost 10 kilos in the last 2 months. I'm not sure I do look like him anymore. How's the goal kicking practice been? Nah, I haven't been practicing goal kicking at all. To be completely honest, like every time I do a shorty goal kick, it's probably like the first kick I've had all year. So that's my excuse for my poor kicks sometimes. I definitely won't go to that shorty goal kicking hungover again though, because that was almost spewed over the fence. What do we got? Cheese. You can't always interest after you run out of trades. Yeah, I've noticed that even in the lives, like we went from like 20 to 30 people some nights to just like 10, 5, 4. So happy that August was a party month, but I'm sick and broke, so I need to rest up. Yeah, feel that. Absolutely feel that. Instead of resting up, like I've been working too many hours, been doing like 10-hour days, finishing at midnight. So that's the other reason I haven't been doing many live streams. I'm either finishing midnight or 10, and then sometimes overtime other nights. So it's just been all over the shop. Skiz Fits, loves you, Grimesy. He's a Richmond man too, so yeah, sad to see him go. But he won't make a huge impact anyway because he hasn't played much footy this year. So, and then the season before that, I feel like he fell off a fair bit, in my opinion. But I don't know. We've re-signed some young talent, but we're going to certainly always. You'd think maybe Baker, Bolton, Rioli, and hopefully get good draft picks for those players. And then Jack Graham, maybe a second round for him would be nice. And then, I don't know, does Lynchy retire? Does Prestia play one more season? I reckon he will. Who else has got to go in that Richmond squad? You can chuck through whatever questions you want, by the way. They don't have to be Supercoach relevant. There's whatever you want, because it's probably my second to last live stream for the year. So I don't really mind what you put in there. Players, who else do I think will retire in this Richmond squad? I wouldn't really care if Lynchy retired. He can't stay on the park anyway. He won us 2 flags. I remember clearly in 19, he was the big reason why we stayed in some games. I think the year of 19, Jack was injured, so we relied on Tom Winch heavily that season. So I remember, if he retired this year or next year, he's done his job for Richmond. One thing I should mention is if I could go back in time, I'd probably go to a lot more games of the Richmond games because I don't think I appreciated how well we were doing at the time. I think I took all those games for granted. Like I went to a lot of footy of those last 4 seasons that we sort of dominated periodically. But if I could change it, I would have went to every grand final parade. I would have just soaked it all in. So that's my biggest regret over the last 7 or 8 years. Is probably not going to enough of those things because you don't stay at the top for very long, especially the period that Richmond dominated for. Anyway, enough Richmond talk before I lose a few of yous and you guys go get stuffed. What do we got? I hope Baker stays. He's the most important player out of those, what I just talked about. And look at that Richmond. Oh, always the wrong arm. Look at that Richmond tat. It's one of my only coloured tattoos of anything, really. It goes hard. It's nice when you flex it at the MCG. I reckon we should try to get Track. That would be nice. Skiz Fit. He would be really, really handy inclusion. I don't know what to think of Taranto and Hopper now in hindsight. I really don't know what to think of those two. I don't think. I've seen Michael before. Hello. I might be the odd one, but I always find the end of the season to be the most exciting. That's definitely one of the odd ones, but that's fine. And good to see a new viewer. My apologies if you aren't new, but 4 trades coming out of the buys. Every decision means so much more weighing up how to stumble over the finish line. Yeah, absolutely it does, especially with your DPP flexibility and your rookies that you target. We've got a few legends in the house. Now I was going to say aroused, but I mean excited. Same thing, but whatever. Skiz Fits, we have the picks and salary cap to get him. Yeah, we probably. Oh my god! I just saw Shorty in the chat getting excited. Yeah, we do have the salary cap and the picks. So, oh, God, now we're getting exciting. It's all. It doesn't take me much to get excited. Jack, what's going on, mate? How are you? G'day, legend. Jerseys on. Guns are out. The guns are definitely out, and the jerseys on. Good to see you in the chat, mate. It's been a little while. Skizfits, give him the straight captain instantly and Dusty for Bakes. Yeah, true that. I kind of hope Bolton goes. It's a little bit of a whatever for me, but Baker, I'd love to stay. Cheese, Jack Boy, how you going, mate? This is what I love about the community, always interacting with each other, saying hello. Craze Fits, just got a back from, what's that? From Footstool. Oh, what the hell is Footstool? Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to have to Google this. Injured your groin. What the hell? Maybe I live under a rock, but I've heard of this thing before. And I know it's some sort of sport, but I'm Googling it because I've never heard anyone say this before. Oh, right. I thought it was something else for a second. It's a type of soccer, just indoor, but in a much smaller court. For a second, I thought you injured your groin playing that little spinny soccer thing. I'm like, why? How did you injure your groin playing something that you do this with? I was very confused, Crazefit. I went to, Skizfit says, I went to 17 and 19 grannies solo and partied in Swan Street both times. Unreal. Oh, I wish I did both of those things, mate. I can't say where I went for those 2 things, but yeah, or what I got up to. But yeah, Jack, g'day, Cheese. How are we, legends? So, he's in the house. I'm getting excited, Shorty. I know you'll be at the potentially at that Geelong game, but I'll have to message you, Shorty. My cat. Anyone want a free dim sim? I have to message you and find out if you want to go out in town sometime to celebrate the Supercoach season or just to get pissed, really. Because I know you won't come to the Richmond Gold Coast game and go to some bars in Melbourne on that Saturday because once the Geelong man, always the Geelong man. Anything over Leopold's too far for Geelong people. Anything over that bridge, they just won't cross it. But that's okay, Shorty. It's okay. I get it. But no, in all seriousness, would love to have a drink with you soon, mate, and even do a end of year live or some shit. I'm not sure, but let me know. Excuse fits. I know exactly what that emoji is. That emoji gets me in trouble. Jeez. Sick as dog, man, my man. But living life at the moment. Self-inflicted, my friend, I think. Self-inflicted from partying, but you'll take it. Like, it's always good to be sick from partying. I know that sounds really weird. Shorty. And there's fishes. Shorty fish. This must be a new nickname for him or something. I'm missing something. I haven't been able to see anybody's lives. I haven't been able to have my headphones in at work at the moment, so I've missed so many people's streams in the last month, including the big dog. But he does say hello to you. He says, fellas. Jack, all my now, I don't want to say I have faves, but all my faves are in the chat at the moment. Jack, Shorty is in the socks. Shorty is in and the socks are on and pants are off. Well, yes, they are now. I better not stand up. Jack, indoor soccer, Brad, turn it up. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I am wogged, but I just didn't know that that's what it was, all right? No one's ever told me that they play foot whatever the hell you call it. Shorty, pants come off quickly when Brad is streaming. Yeah, well. Yep, that is true. Man, I've got some stories that I cannot say on this live. This is wild. Skiz fits. Shorty's got him blushing. Yeah, he actually does. I got excited. I got very excited. Michael, which of the 3 premierships was your favourite? I'm thinking it's got to be 2017. Dusty was unstoppable. Yeah, I think it was 17. Shit, what do I prefer better? 9. Probably 17, 19, and 20 in that order. 17 purely for the fact it was a drought breaker, and it actually made me quite emotional. I think it was raining inside of my house, just a little bit, and I got to spend it with my old man, and I never thought I'd be able to see a game with my old man. Well, Richmond win a flag because he he does got heart issues, and so I wasn't expecting him to ever see a flag. So that was probably something close to my chest I'd never really revealed. But and then to see another 3 flags of him was really something else, because that's one thing we were very we bond over a lot. So they're all my favourite, but particularly 17, 19 for the pure fact that me and my old man were watching it. And just at the cool of the time, we just felt comfortable with the game, so you could actually relax in the grand final. And then 20, just purely for the fact that I live in Geelong, and I hate Geelong more than any other side. Sorry, Shorty. Since moving here, I despise of Chris Scott. I seen him at Belmont once, and he's just an absolute arrogant pig. And then you see some of the players around, and you're just like, oh, I don't know. When Cats are in the finals, all this cat shit's up everywhere. And now I'm bitter towards Chris Scott and his press conferences when Richmond were up top. He'd never give us credibility for anything. So that really gave me I hate Chris Scott attitude, because he could never credit the opposition. It would always be about something, how the Cats didn't do right. It would never be about, well, Richmond or whoever were better on the day. So the Cats one was probably a different favourite in terms of stuff for you guys. We're in COVID. I was living here, obviously, still, and I get to see it with my girlfriend and her family at the time, who all went for Geelong. I'm not with her now, of course. So that was just a bit of a spicy grand final that I really enjoyed too. Sorry, Short, if you're still listening to that. I don't hate you at all, though. But definitely 17, Michael. 100% 17. 19 and 20 very close for me, though. I don't know. 19 just gets the chocolates because how comfortable it was to relax with the old man and not have to worry. Wait a sec, is that a Pikachu? Wait, which side? Yes, it's definitely a Pikachu. I've got Punisher, I've got Margin Vegeta, Wolverine, wrong side, Gengar, Goku, Deadpool. I don't know where my camera is. Charizard, Blastoise. Well, I've done a lot of stuff. It's all anime related. I'm just a big geek, really. Uncle Acker. Jack, where Wilma? Is Wilma in the house? What are you seeing? Where's Wilma? Excuse Fitz. My YouTube live comments disappeared. Just figured out how to get it back. Well, thank God for that, because you'd think I'm just talking to myself. Yeah, mate, for sure. Timing no good for this week, which sucks. That's all right. I knew it would when you said about it's not the Cats game, is it? But we'll definitely have a drink soon. Sounds good, Shorty. I'd love that. Jack, you Debs cannot say those recent stories on the live. I will definitely not say the other story, Jack. I'm keeping that one on a personal note. If it's the one you're thinking about, we're never talking about that. Shorty Super Coach, Jesus, 2020 being brought up. Sorry, Shorty. I've got some milk for you if you want. I'll bring you some milk, and I don't know what else you want. Some cookies, I don't know. Some Milo, I'm not too sure. Didn't mean to disappoint you. He's going to fight me next time he sees me. Hopefully not. Excuse Fitz, can't stand Geelong. Stewart's a coward with that hit on Prestia. And then, was it who was it? Hawkins or whatever that pushed Soldo in that contest to force the ACL? That gave me the shits. I know that was pure unlucky, but the push that caused Soldo's ACL was by a Geelong player. Who was that by? Because that really pissed me off. It was clearly an accident, but it still pissed me off. People don't forget. That's like I don't forget about that. Skiz Fits, and he made out with a hot dog. What? Who made out with a hot dog? Stewart? That's some wild times. That is wild. Michael, couldn't agree more about the Cats. I somehow hate them more than Collingwood. So do I, mate. So do I, Michael. Sometimes I'm very opinionated, so I do apologise for my rants. Oh, no. Brad, I've given Shorty a number of opinions for Norwegian wives. Wait, options. Wow. Okay, sorry. For those who didn't forget, I never did VCL. VCE. Wow. Number of options for Norwegian wives. You're next in line for Shorty. All right, I'm keen. Keen to see it. Send them through. Tattoo tour. That is now complete. I've now done the tattoo tour. And hello, Kelly. How you going? Gengar for the win. Yeah, it's this camera's backwards. It's purple. It's got pink in there. It's got white teeth and whatever. So that only cost me $100. Can't remember now. Yeah, currently planning first date ideas. Wow, first date ideas. Definitely not a bar, shorty. First date ideas at a bar. No for me. Not saying you said that, but I will never do it at first date at a bar ever again. Jack, what sort of milk are we talking? Definitely not that kind. If it was that kind, I probably wouldn't be doing a live right now. No, it's just Aldi full cream milk. You funny bastard. I don't know which one. Jack just stays out Norwegian. Yeah, literally, that's his job over there. Literally, he's like gated don't play no shit, and he's got like a thousand Norwegian women walking in this like crowd, and he's basically Will Ferrell at this point. And then maybe actually, I was going to go too far. I was going to say, Jack, your wife is like Eva Men, whatever her name is, but I don't know that, so that would be weird. Shorty, the old haha man. I feel like if Shorty was mad, he'd be the kind of bloke that would full stop you at the end of sentences. I'm joking. Is that what you do, Shorty? Jack, are we are we just skipping over the fact there is a woman in the chat? A friend of yours, Brad. Yes, it is. Nah, mate, bars are the best choice. They're not. They're, for many reasons, they're not my favourite choice. And Shorty's going, hey, Kelly with the X. And then yet with a full stop. Man, funny bastard. $10 says he's got a Milo or a warm glass of milk. Eating some cereal. Son, that would be a Shorty antics. What did you score this week, Shorty? I haven't had time to see your total score or your ranking either. I feel like about a month ago we're about par in terms of our scores are very similar and our ranking. Now I'm not too sure because it's been a while since I've seen much and I haven't even got out my team review. I'll do my team review tomorrow before work. I just haven't had a chance. Legit having a Milo, not surprised. Cheese. We've scared out one woman we've ever had in a chat. Is that nah? I've had other women in the chat, haven't I? Never. Yeah, right. Surely. Didn't my friend jump on a while ago? Katie jump on? I can't remember. And she was taking the Mickey, and I couldn't read some of the stuff. This was a while back. So Shorty got 2442. What did I get again? I'm not going blank on purpose. Shorty, I think I got 25 something. Excuse me, I got 2510. I'll put my score there for anyone that missed it, and then my rank at the bottom as well. I can't believe I've done a nice comeback in my rank. I know it's not the most impressive rank for YouTube content creators per se, but at least I've been pretty consistent this year with videos and whatnot. So just a laughy face between the lads in the convo and Shorty hitting her up. Jack 2400 with 20. That's actually pretty good with 20. What's my main cash league? The cash league by 2 points is bullshit. It's literally one handball. He could have got you over the line. And that was a fair bit of coin. If I remember correctly, you saying you wanted to take the misso out with the money and whatnot. Shorty Supercoach, what has happened for you to get a tat of me and SDS on your? Wait, what has to happen for you to get a tat of me and SDS on your cheeks? Oh shit. It's a good question. I don't know. Maybe the chat can come up with some idea. I don't know. I'm not sure that would be ideal. Imagine like you're in a scenario. I don't want to say too many scenarios. And some woman sees that. Like, how am I meant to explain? How am I meant to explain? Here's Short Dog and here's SDS. Anyway, it'd actually be pretty funny. Not gonna lie. Michael, that's awesome. You got to spend time. Sorry, says that's awesome. You got to spend the premierships with your dad. Yeah, that's probably the most thing I appreciate out of the premierships. To be honest, very special. I got to spend the 2019 final with family. It was unreal. Yeah, how good's that? I think that's the best thing. Like, it would have been nice to actually get tickets to the game, but a lot of them are MCC members, and I'm not an MCC member, so yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, it was just good seeing it with the family. What do we got? Jack, calm down, Jordan Clark. Sorry, came down to Jordan Clark, going 60. Still apparently get 300. Really, still apparently get $300 for coming first in the league, which I'll take. Yeah, definitely $300. That will give you half an hour of fun. That sounds so wrong in so many ways, but whatever. Skizfits. If Petrarca comes to Richmond, you get the tat. Oh, yeah, but you guys will stitch me up, and this will come into a clip on YouTube on Twitter, and you will post it if you get signed to Richmond. So I won't be able to get out of it if I say it on a live. Let me come back to that. I might have to think about that one. That's actually not a bad shout though. Shorty, love that he dissects it. I had to dissect it only because, well, at the end of the day, I actually skipped the comment. Michael says 2497 ranks 720. Would be better if it was 420. Shorty, I've got to jump into bed, mate. Go well, mate. Chat soon. Sounds good, Shorty. You have a good one. I'll definitely speak to you soon. And go out for a drink or two. That would be good. I say drink or two, but I mean probably drink 10 million and cause a kerfuffle. Jackson see a Shorty with a dot. Maybe he's angry. No, I reckon. Michael, do you have a Dusty tat? That might be next on the agenda, actually. Michael, I might actually do that for his retirement. Or even just number 4. I don't know where. Maybe not on the neck. But yeah. So see ya, mate. Have a good one, Shorty. Yeah, I should get a Dusty tattoo. Cheese. LDU to the Dons next year. Heard it here first, boys. That's a huge call. I couldn't believe about 2 months ago, I think it was, we're talking about Essendon making the finals. Like, there's some crazy shit happening at the moment with these teams. Skizfits just won 1,200 in my mate's cash league. Oh, I should ask you guys in the comments, now that everyone's actually jumped in, that whatnot, would you go to the city Saturday night, or is anyone keen for the Richmond Gold Coast game? I know not a lot of Richmond fans in the chat here at the moment. But would you just want to see the game, etc.? I'm going to the game regardless if anyone turns up or not. I've already got free tickets. I'm getting dropped off tomorrow morning. But if there's a bunch of you, I'll just sit with you in general admission or whatever. So games at 2:10 this Saturday. I'll be there, and then I'll probably go out to the city. So if you do message me, you can message me on Twitter. I can't give my phone number on a live stream like this. I'd get absolutely spammed with just bogus shit, I reckon, sometimes. But if you do, just message me on Twitter, or just give me a follow on Twitter. I'll follow you back, and then you can message me from that anyway. My cat's meowing at the door again, just fantastic. So I'll probably go to, I'll just put it out there now, I'll probably go to like Asian Beer Cafe in Melbourne Central. I'm thinking they normally have a happy hour on a Saturday. I like happy hour. I'm really keen for a happy hour somewhere. ABC, Asian Beer Cafe. Give me some happy hour places. Is that a Saturday night or a Sunday night? I don't. I'll get it by myself. No, Sabrina, if you already wanted to meow on my door once. Okay, my phone's loading, so that's annoying. Jack says, I heard LDU was keen on the Saints, mate. Him and Steele would be sick. That would be pretty good, actually. Let me have a look. Happy hour. Happy hour, happy hour. Sabrina, I literally gave you a chance to come in, and then you meowed at the door, and then you didn't want to come in, you bastard. Every day between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. at Asian Beer Cafe is happy hour. $8 large pizzas, selected cocktails from $12, $20 jugs from Tiger Beer. What the hell's Tiger Beer? I know you can get like a vodka $20 jug. $8 spirits plus many more food and drinks. So that's where I'm going to go after the game, regardless, unless someone comes up with a better place. Which I'm not really a Melbourne man. Like, you want to come in or not? You're just interrupting the stream. You want to meow? You want to meow at everyone? Oi. So she meows. I can't wait until she carks it one day. Probably shouldn't say that, but she's shitting me. Just kidding. Yeah, I heard that too, Jack, but I know we got the cash to spend it on him. Yeah, see what happens. Yeah, cheese. Yeah, would love to go to the game, Brad, but I've only just got sick today, so hopefully feeling better by then. Yeah, let me know anyway, cheese. No worries at all. Jack, cook the dim sim in the washing machine. Oh, that cat is giving the shits. She actually might become dim sim. I'm whacking up. I can't even say that. I'll refrain from saying the next word. I might get cancelled. But yeah, this is very true. Excuse fits, and I just fed her too. We'll just wait to hear your address when you order Uber Eats again. No. Oh my god. I couldn't believe she said that in my life. Like, I was just sitting there, we're just talking shit. And then we're ordering Uber Eats, and in my life, she bleeps out my address. So I had to cancel that live stream, delete it. Oh my god. If anyone saved that address, I would be shitting myself. Happy. No, definitely not that. No, wouldn't need an hour though, would you? Kelly still in the house. Duke has good food. Hate, but always busy. Let me have a look. Where is Duke, Kelly? My back is sore. Come on, you bastard. I use a phone like an old person now. Like, I'm 33 and I may as well use it like I'm 63. Duke. That Duke? Like the Duke of Wellington in Melbourne on Flinders? Is that what you're talking about, Kelly? Near Flinders, yeah, it is. Okay, there we go. Let me have a look. Book a table, host a function. All right, I'll save that in my page and have a look at it after this. Jack, has the one ever been over again? You're talking about my mate Katie. The one that bleeped out my address. Yeah. Well, that's me mate. So yeah, definitely. I've just never said come over when I'm doing a live again because she forgets she's in the background just talking away, talking shit. It's kind of funny, but yeah, definitely not ideal on a live to get your address leaked. Near Flinders, yep, definitely near Flinders. Seen that. That's not bad. You know what's interesting? Man, I hope Fremantle win, and I hope they knock Carlton tonight. That'd be the most amazing thing ever. I can't see Fremantle get knocking off Port Adelaide though. Like, this is my tips this week. Actually, I'll do the AFL ladder predictor for my teams, so I know who misses potentially. Tell me if you guys think I'm right or wrong. It's an opinion, so there is no right or wrong technically. But Melbourne and Collingwood at the MCG, I'm tipping Melbourne for that one. So it means Collingwood finished 10th. Geelong v West Coast, I think Geelong win that, so they finish 4th. Suns v Richmond, I actually think Suns win that, unfortunately. Hawks v North Melbourne, Hawks win that, so they finish 7th. Brisbane versus Essendon at the Gabba, I've tipped the Lions for that one. Sydney v Adelaide, I've tipped Sydney at home. Stranger things have happened with Sydney lately, though. Giants versus Dogs, I'm so unsure. I think the Dogs win that at Mars. So, Dogs finish 6th, Giants 3rd. Carlton, I reckon, knock off St Kilda. Maybe they've got too many injuries. Maybe they lose this. Maybe I'm overthinking this. If St Kilda win that, they finish 9th. Who do you guys reckon out of Carlton and St Kilda? Maybe I'm being optimistic, but let's say St Kilda win, and let's say Port Adelaide win, then Fremantle still don't make the 8. Fremantle have to win, and St Kilda have to win. That's a big call. I think Carlton are going to be in. So I'm going to tip St Kilda anyway, and then tip Port Adelaide, and then go to the next week. So what would the final series be? Head over the finals. Next round. So basically, 1v4. My prediction for week 1 of the finals. I don't care if you think it's bullshit. Sydney v Geelong. So that will be at the SCG. Then I think 5th versus 8th. So Lions v Carlton, which would be a great game. I think Lions at the Gabba will smash Carlton, so they're done. And then the second elimination would be Dogs v Hawthorn. I think Dogs win that. I think they finally. I don't know. I think Hawthorn would a bit overrated. I don't care if that's unopinionated. And then Port Adelaide v Giants. I actually think Giants win that. So that's my week 1 prediction finals. So who misses out? So 9th is actually Collingwood by my AFL prediction. 10th is Fremantle and 11th is Essendon. I'd be happy with that as a Tigers man. It'd be nice to see Collingwood finish 9th and then Carlton get eliminated first week of the finals. That'd be amazing. Anyway, Lions can't make the top 4 now, I don't think. Yeah, true. Yeah, right. Thought the Lions would beat them by 30 plus. Didn't happen. Suns better. Yeah. Wait. Why? If they win, that means we don't finish last, do we? Knowing Richmond will bloody win that one too. It'd be the stupidest game to win. What's our percentage? Oh, yeah, true. We could win at Skisfit. If we win it by like 1 point, it wouldn't matter. That actually wouldn't be. Oh, it'd be happy with that if Richmond won by 1 point on the Siren night they've done to us. I hate Gold Coast for that very reason. I remember so many games that have won close games after the Siren. Noel Anderson sunk us. Who's the other stupid rugby player that was no good? He sunk us after the Siren. I've gone blank. Carmichael Hunt sunk us after the. Carmichael Hunt. The bloke was no good at football. Comes across from rugby, kicks a goal after the Siren, and oh, mate, I almost replaced my TV that day. Cheers. I'm hoping Blues lose and miss finals. That'd be amazing. I just can't see a world where Freo win and St Kilda win in the same week. Hope Saints. Yeah, it would be. It'd be bloody nice. So, Fremantle. What have they done? Michael says, reckon Kerno will be back for the St Kilda match. That could swing the match up. I don't know. I hope he is. It would help my Supercoach team. That could definitely swing the match. I agree. But like a half-fit Kerno probably doesn't persuade a match that heavily, does it? I don't know. Absolute cheese says Skizfits, 70-point differential. Is that what it is under percentage-wise? 75. How much do you got to win by for Tigers to overtake then? Sure. Can somebody tell me how many points is from 63% to 66%? Really? That doesn't. Oh, maybe that is right. Yeah, right. 75-point differential. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, and if Hawthorn smash North Melbourne, yeah, that wouldn't be handy then. We hope maybe North Melbourne have a close finish with Hawthorn and Richmond win by 1 point. I overthought that whole thing. I just done a 10-hour shift. Win by 35 and Kangas lose by 40. Okay, that makes more sense. Fits. Cheese says, I need to get some rest, mate. Not feeling the best. Have a good night, boys. No worries at all, Cheese. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks for everyone for jumping on. It's actually been a good one tonight. Fits. Yeah, that's the one. It'd be nice. I just want to see Richmond win one more game for the season. I don't even remember our last win. I don't remember one win. It was Sydney. I can't remember who the second team we won against. That's how much I can't remember. Jack, Richmond are going to be down the bottom for the next few years, like the Lions did years ago. Need a rebuild. I probably think so too. I've already lost a bet with Steve at the start of the season about Richmond finishing higher than Hawthorn, but I think the talent we've found on the list, like Seth Campbell coming through, we've found some players. While we've had injuries, we've found a lot of players, and there's a lot of players I'm actually impressed by. So I don't think it'll be as long as probably people think. The players I'm happy we found out this year, I think Jack Ross he was always a player we knew would eventually come good. Hugo Ralph Smith impressed me this year. Kaczynski, he's been okay back into the season. I haven't hated it too much. Judson Clark did an ACL, so that was annoying. Thomas Dow, I don't know. I think Thomas Dow's a little bit one-dimensional for me. McAuliffe is definitely a find. Like we knew he'd be a talent. Just more game time next year would be nice. Tom Brown's a good one. I like Tom Brown. I don't know if I prefer him back or forward. I think I actually prefer him off the halfback flank. Samson Ryan, I'm not convinced. I think he's an absolute peanut. He reminds me of Liam McBean. Samson Ryan literally reminds me of Liam McBean sort of vibes, where he's a good VFL player every now and then, but just not the AFL capable. I don't see anything in Samson Ryan. Mansell's been a good small forward. I really love what he's done in Richmond. McIntosh can get stuff. I'm about to have a McIntosh rant. I don't care if anyone thinks McIntosh should play next year. He needs to be delisted. Just get him off, play some proper wing players. A bloke that can kick a ball, for God's sake. I don't want to see McIntosh in the side. Richmond aren't going to progress if we keep Marlon Pickett and McIntosh next year on both wings when fully fit. If they're not delisted by the end of the year, I'm going to be pissed. I'll write to the AFL. I'll write to Richmond Footy Club and go, what are you doing with these peanuts on our side? Absolutely hate them. I couldn't tell you a game where I think his first game McIntosh played against Carlton, he kicked 3 goals in his debut game. I can't remember if that's correct or not, but that's the only time I ever saw him play a good game. And then one hit wonder. Biggest passenger in our flags too, mind you. I just done shit all. Hate him. Just dumb shit. Poor decision maker. Anyway, Nathan Broad, I've loved him. He's been a great find for over the years. Like, he just came out of nowhere. Josias, hopefully see more game time out of Josias next year. I think he'll be decent. Cumberland can get delisted if any Richmond supporters still watching on Skiz. Swansea, I don't know what to think about Swansea. Sam Banks I like. Value, he'll be a good key forward when Lynch is done and buried. Tyler Young after the ACL, he was a good find this year. Jacob Bauer, I'm not too sure what I think yet. Ben Miller, he's been a great find for us in the back line there. So it's not as bad as people might think. If you're an Richmond supporter, you're actually pretty optimistic with the side that we've got. And Jacob Blight, he's an unreal player. He should never been dropped since he debuted. And Campbell Gray, we won't know until next year after the hamstrings are done. But I really want to see Jacob Blight play some footy next year because there's about 8 players that are really I'd love to see next year with some more game time. And Gibcus, like you said, Jack, I just read it just then. Skizfit's negative one. Skiz is we can do damage in a draft. Yeah, we got a good hand in a draft this year if we go wild with it. Michael, I'm pretty sure we beat Adelaide. Is that? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was that over there too. I recall taking a lot of shit to my mate, talking a lot of shit to my mate from there. Yeah, so good. Michael says Samson Ryan can get knocked out of the contest by a stiff breeze. Literally, probably half the chat is now Tiger supporters, so this has actually been an all right chat. Skizfits. I can't believe you like Mac. Should remove that comment. Nah. Michael, McIntosh is a spud. I don't understand what anyone sees in him. Absolute, Michael. I think he's an absolute peanut. I can't believe when who was it? Was it Pufferfish bought in McIntosh? I don't know. It was one of the guys that's a regular bought him in for a rookie because he was 180k at one point. Skizfit says clumsy land. Yeah, Cumberland. Yeah, he pretty much is clumsy though. He's just a dead set shit player. He can get delisted. I agree. Jack, Gibbies would be good. Absolutely agree with that. Skizfits, we can possibly get 6 in the first round. That'd be amazing, to be honest. I'd love that. Should make a play for track in Houston. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that would be good. But would they want to come to Richmond? That's the other thing, really. What do we got to offer them apart from money? Should make a play for track in Houston, plus keep #1 draft pick, quickest rebuild ever. That would be amazing, but we also thought about this when we grabbed Taranto and Hopper, 2 firsts and 2 seconds, and then all the eggs into one basket for a rebuild, and then Dimmer decides to quit halfway through the season, doesn't even see it happen. And how good are the Suns? Like, stuff you, Dimmer, or even Richmond, going to the Suns, saying you're burnt out, and then you don't even progress. You don't even make Gold Coast better. I mean, what's their best they've ever had? 10 wins for the season. And currently they're on 10 wins. So well done, Dimmer, for doing nothing. And I hope we do win so you don't beat the Suns' record for most whatever the hell games. That's pretty poor, actually. They've never won more than 10 games in the season. It's ridiculous. I hope they fold. Anyway, I'm just salty because of Dimmer. Anyway, what do we got? Michael says, is the plan to trade for Bolton? I'd hope so. At least the first and the second would be nice for Bolton. He's at a prime age. Do you want to take Hipwood? I hate Hipwood. He's got a really punchable face. Excuse me, it's track Prestia Taranto, pick 1. True. Yeah, right. That took me a while to realise. Oh, the way you wrote Taranto. Something about Toronto. Excuse me, it's Broad, Gipkiss. So that's our midfield. Track Prestia Taranto and pick 1 in the midfield. And what do we got down back? I want to hear it. Broad, Gipkiss, Houston. I like that, actually. Yep. Forward line, Winch, Bolter, or value. I like that. How good was him as well? Like, Orthalio was so good watching him. I heard Nick Dacos wants to go to Richmond. I can't see that happening, not with his old man being at Collingwood and his brother being there too. That'd be freaking wild if that happened, Kelly. Wow. If that happens, I'll get SDS and Steve's and Shorty's tattoos on my butt cheeks if Dacos goes to Richmond. That'd be wild. Imagine trying to prove that to my stream. That would not be a good sight. Michael, if Hipwood's named, gets mentioned, I won't even. I won't ever watch a Richmond game. Yeah, if he went to the Tigers, I don't blame you. Live in Brisbane every game I go to. I just want to knock that arrogant prick out. I don't blame you. Honestly. He just looks like he looks. I don't even care if this gets reported, but he just looks like one of those people that. He's like transgender and he's not actually a man. He looks like a woman that's a man. And he's just transitioned like that boxer in the Olympics, pretending to be a woman when clearly she's a man. Kind of that's what Eric Hipple reminds me of. It's like I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out saying that he identifies as a fucking tree. Anyway, don't care if that's passive aggressive, whatever. When you cross your legs and then you sit on your foot really weird. And anyway, I just did that. Kelly's laughing at the Dacos thing that I said about the butt cheek tattoos. Jack, my old man manages him. Oh, really? No, shit, now I don't feel bad. No, just kidding. He's a nice bloke in person, but quite arrogant. Yeah, there we go. I was waiting for it. Met him a few times and likes the beers. Yeah, wow. He needs to like a decent haircut. Like, what the hell is that? It's like his mum got a cookie bowl or baking bowl and just put it over his head and start chopping, and he's had the same haircut since. Bloody goose. Just looks ridiculous. Excuse me, Hipwood reminds me of Fredo the Frog. I don't know. In the chat, name players that really give you the shits just by looking at them. That'd be actually interesting. Stewart's one of my favourites. That I just hate looking at Tom Stewart. Maybe I should name one from each team, but I think that'd take me way too long to think of one. Nah, I might say that for a rainy day. But I hate Mason Cox. Mason Cox can get stuffed. I hate him on the most players. Now I'm going to think about who I don't like from each team. Who don't I like from Melbourne? Don't know. Bailey Fritsch. It might be unpopular. He's a good player, but he's just got a real punchable head. You know what? I might do this. This is a segment called "Who Do I Want to Punch in the Head?" because they just look really annoying. So going to Melbourne, Bailey Fritsch, Collingwood, Mason Cox, Geelong, Tom Stewart, Eagles, probably McGovern. He's got a punchable head. Who pisses me off at Richmond? Clearly Macca. Who at the Suns? Let's do Suns. Who's got a punchable face at the Suns? I don't know. I think the King brothers piss me off looking at them. I don't know what it is. Sorry, King brothers. Hawks. Newcomb. I'm sorry, Newcomb, but Newcomb, it's just your head. You just got this weird shaped head that I just want to like headbutt. North Melbourne. Who do I hate in North Melbourne that just gives me a punchable face? Probably Zach Fisher because he really shit me in my Supercoach team. Who else in North Melbourne has got a punchable head? Nah, just Fisher because he's an absolute peanut. Brisbane, probably the whole Brisbane squad. Just kidding, Jack. Charlie Cameron gets on my nerves a lot, to be honest. I don't know why. It's the whole bike thing that really drives me insane. He celebrates annoying, but then he'll go missing for a month of footy and then thinks he's the best player when he kicks a bag of 4. Like, I can't stand him for that reason. Essendon, who gives me the shits at Essendon? Oh, definitely Jake Stringer. Oh my God. I hate Jake Stringer. Sydney. Who shits me at Sydney? Trying to think. Give me a Sydney Swan player. Trying to think who pissed me off at Sydney. Probably Horse. Sorry, Horse. It's actually, you're not even a play. It's got this really annoying look about you. At the Crows, definitely got to be Berry. Berry shits me, actually. At the Dogs, this is going to be a bit stiff, but not. English has got a punchable head at the Bulldogs. Anyone watching this live back is going to go, what the hell is wrong with Brad tonight? Giants. Toby Green, but I actually love him as a player, so I'm a little bit torn on that. I'd probably punch him and then help him back up. Papley Skidsford, that's a good one, actually. Carlton. Oh, who don't I hate at Carlton is more the question. Who gives me a shits in Carlton? Probably Patrick Cripps, just because he's so good. This looks punchable because I don't know, he'd probably unpopular opinion. I love him in Richmond colours, but man, he shits me. Seems like a really nice bloke too. Sorry, Cripper. That's probably in the Saints. Nah, just another King brother. Freo. Oh, who do I hate at Freo? You know who I actually get pissed off with at Freo? Nat Fyfe. Like, this is the biggest has-been ever. Biggest has-been. Nat Fyfe retire. You just shit me. Remember when you said you were going in beast mode? Remember that article about beast mode shit? Get stuff, Fyfe. You're expired. You're more expired than a bus ticket from 6 years ago. Port Adelaide, it's got to be Charlie Dixon. Charlie Dixon, an absolute fruit lip of a player. All right, I'll go back to the comments to see what I've said. Holy shit, this was actually a good segment. Skizfits, Damon Hardwick, Kelly, US. You've definitely had a few cocktails as per messages. I wish I was on the cocktails tonight. Although I wouldn't be able to see this stream. In fact, I'd probably be talking worse English than I would normally do. Michael says Rankin. I agree. Fritsch for sure. Right? Just that Fritsch look. I don't know. It's that slick back hair. This Hardwick. Still on Hardwick. Took me out at the Suns. That's a different one. Oh, well, you're a Brisbane man. That's why. Zorko. Why don't I think of fucking Zorko? Zorko's a peanut. That's why there's this Q clash. But love you, Jack. Took me was an interesting one. It makes sense, though, that Brisbane GC rivalry. Michael, Zach Fisher. Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Excuse me, I'll punch Cheezel because he's perfect. Uncle Ag, I hate Tom Wynn. I don't blame anyone for hating Tom Lynch. Actually, if there's a punchable player, that I get it. I do get it. I wouldn't do it myself because I wouldn't be able to reach him. But the entire Geelong team is very relevant. Sorry, Shorty, if you play this stream back in bed naked. Papley, Blake is a good one, Michael. I like that. Fun fact, Joe Danaher, Danaher drives from Byron every night. Every day for training, and he doesn't. Really? That's weird. Doesn't own a TV. Nah, that's wild. How do you not own a TV? It's like saying you don't own a phone. All of Carlton, very relevant for us, mate. Got to be Cripps. It is okay. I thought it was being harsh on Cripper, but there you go. Fellow Tiger agrees. I taught Patrick. What? What do you teach him? As in, like, what subject? That's wild, Cam. There you go. Well, this was a good segment. You guys actually really chimed in with this. Skizfits Carlton is always. That's a good one. I like that. Uncle Aka, Toby Nankervis. I actually don't hate that. I think that's more valid than Tom Lynch. I think Nankervis would piss me off more than Tom Lynch if I was not a Tigers supporter, just because of how arrogant he is in terms of not wanting to speak to media and the way he just sort of snarls at them. So I do understand that without being too one-eyed. Oh, Danger. How to fucking... Oh, Danger does my head in. If he could kiss himself every day, he physically would. He's the kind of guy that would be like, do you know who I am? To some bird at a bar if you're single. That's the kind of line he'd use. Stringer has to be up there for me. Yep. Oh, how did I forget Sicily too, Jack? Sicily's a peanut. Good player, though. Michael, Port Shirley, Horn Francis. Punchable head. I'm just going to have to do like a weekly punchable head section in my Supercoach round reviews from now on or some shit, because this is actually really good. Jack, Ben Keys. Okay, you have to DM me this one if you feel like it. He thinks he's the prettiest boy in the... I wouldn't be surprised. He probably has himself saved in his gallery and wakes up batting to it, mate. Danaher lives in Bondi. Doesn't have social media. Yeah, right. I love that you know this insight stuff. Mark Robinson. Yeah, don't. James Jordan. Yeah, okay. That's a left field and a half one. I wouldn't have. Well, he's a tagger, so he's a pest. So it kind of makes sense. That's actually makes sense. You got me there. Let's say Kilda, Marcus Winhager. Yeah, I don't hate him yet. Maybe I'll have to look at more Saints games. That's also an interesting one. I'm going to have to watch James Jordan and Marcus Winhager next year. I can hear Mark Robinson's cheeks wobble from here. I'm not surprised. You could probably hear that. What else should I put in the chat then? Give me another topic. You know what? While you're doing that, I'm going to do the finals predictor and tell you who wins the grand final. And it's probably going to be way off, but... So, I let my annoying cat in. And if she doesn't come in, I'm going to start this finals thing anyway and go through my finals predictor. Okay, you dickhead. Do you want to show everyone how annoying you are? Oi, come here. Come on. You know, you've interrupted this live 4 times. I'm going to... Anyways, so... Sydney v Geelong. Hang on, I want to get these couple of things. Uncle Aga. Charlie Cameron, because I can't stand Country Road. Yeah, true. Yep, that is very true. Yep. Yeah, it's a bit of a... Jack's going to hate me, but hearing that after every time is so annoying as a non-Brisbane supporter. My God. Anyway, I don't want to hurt Jack's feelings. Jack, Cody Raymond, that's a good shout actually. Waitman's a pest and a half. Oh, how did I forget Ginnivan? Talk about pests and a half. Ginnivan from the Hawthorn. Like, Ginnivan's got to be the worst one. Kane Corn's also flog alert. Agreed, Jack. So, first week of the finals, Sydney v Geelong. I actually reckon Geelong win that. Brisbane v Carlton, I think Brisbane win that in the elimination. I'll read these comments as we still go. Wizard. Oh, yeah. He's Nick Watson. He's an idiot. Dogs v Hawthorn. I think Dogs win. And then Port v Giants at Adelaide Oval. I think Giants win that. So, next round. Semi-finals. Sydney v Brisbane at SCG. Shit. Tipping Sydney win that one, actually. I reckon Sydney win that in the elimination fight in the semi-final. Port v Doggies at Adelaide Oval. I think Port win that. So go to the prelims. My prelim final prediction is Geelong versus Port at the MCG. Geelong versus Port. Shit, I actually don't know this one. Unfortunately, I'm going to tip Geelong for that. And then prelim Giants v Sydney. I think Giants. Shit, okay. So I've actually got 4th and 3rd in the grand final. I've got Geelong v Giants at the MCG. And I'm probably tipping the Giants. There you have it. My prediction says Geelong v Giants, MCG. And Geelong, I reckon, if that is the way, I reckon Giants win by 3 goals. You heard it here first. If you go back to this video and you comment in the grand final time and Geelong and GWS are in the grand final, you have to, I don't know, you have to definitely sub to me and tell all your friends that I'm an oracle. But yeah, that's my prediction. And it's only an opinion, but it'd be nice if it was actually right because I'd love to see Giants win a grand final. I actually don't hate Giants. Giants are the funniest social media team ever. Jack, I don't get too worried. It's a bit annoying in the country road song. Well, I'm glad. I don't want to offend anyone because I do take the piss out of every team here. Yeah, Skizfits person. Oh man, my English isn't good as it is. Person, turquoise, wizard, wand, punch. I hope I read that right. How did you forget your favourite flog, Maffo? Because he doesn't play anymore, doesn't? I thought he was delisted. I hate Maffo though. He's the one player I hate the most in the whole entire footy to ever play. I go, blokes on roids. Seen the off-season photos and from when after he got delisted, you can't tell me he's not on roids now. Jack, and old one, do you remember Devon Smith? Also the name. I definitely remember Devon Smith. He retired a few years ago, didn't he? He played for Essendon and GWS. He started at the Giants and then went to Essendon to finish his career. It wasn't that long ago, though, was it? Michael, wow. Giants versus Lions. Giants win. That'd be huge. I actually wouldn't mind seeing that at all. However, I think if it's at the MCG, I think Lions win that against the Giants. Although, weirdly enough, I think Giants at the MCG beat the Cats, and I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, it's actually been a really good live. An hour, 8 minutes, a few questions, a few weird things. I wonder if I've got any more weird things I can finish off the night with. But I've asked Steve if he wants to jump on a live with me on Sunday night. Sunday night, the game's going to be fairly late, actually. It's going to be a 6:10 game, so it means the game will finish at 8:30 thereabouts. So it might be like an 8:30 live stream. If I can't get Steve on and he's had a few bevs, I'll ask somebody else. But I'll definitely go one more live. I was meant to go the other week, but I've just had some shit come up over the weekend that was a bit crazy. So, what's been happening? So the lives haven't been there as much in the last few weeks just because how many people don't have trades as well. So I'll go live Sunday night with somebody. I won't do a solo one, and I might go live tomorrow or whatever this week if I can get a chance to, just because it is the last week of Supercoach. Content for next year, I'm not too sure. Obviously, do jump on, jump off more consistently with Steve. We just need to find a better time to sort that out. Then I'd like to continue doing some of the streams with some of the people I've done with this year, and maybe some other ones as well if they reach out to me or vice versa. Because I'm not a big dog in terms of um, the bigger channels that have got over 1K. So it's not like I could just pull rank and say, "Hey, you want to jump on my thing?" Because sometimes I end up feel like I'm piggybacking off them, but I'm not doing that for any clout. That's for sure. Anyway, Jack, Giants have a good record against the Lions. That would scare me. That's you'd know that because I wouldn't know that. Yeah, go live during the weekend on the piss if you meet cheese. Yeah, could do that. Well, hopefully there's a few of them to jump on. So that's why I want to jump on a live either tomorrow or Friday, maybe even Friday if I can jump on a live after the Collingwood v Melbourne game. There might be a few people that will actually let me know if they're going to a Saturday Richmond game or they're going out Saturday night in Melbourne. They can hit me up. I wish there was a better way to give out information to do that instead of someone messaging you on X and you're hoping that you actually, what do you call it, open that bloody app for people to say, hey, I'm out and about, where are you? Uncle Aka, are you going to start your OnlyFans this? Oh, mate. Oh, shit. Definitely not. That's a funny one. I haven't had anyone say that before. I know you're probably taking the mickey, but no, I don't think I'd get enough subs, Uncle Aka, for that to be a relevant thing. That's for sure. I don't think I could do those kind of things though, in general, on camera. I'll do my team review tonight or tomorrow when the teams come out, potentially. Well, you get me started on these questions if I do this. It's got to be pizza shapes for me, Michael. I actually like that one. Others can answer these questions in there too. My other opinion is no pineapple on pizza for me. Not a pineapple guy. And what's the other big one? Parmy or Parma? I think I'm a Parma. Like Parma. I'm not a Parmy. Because I always hear those on people's lives and people just go nuts with it. And then folding and scrunching is the other one I think I hear a fair bit. This scrunch, mate. Like, who cares about folding it? I'm not about to get that on my fingertips. Anyway, that's a weird one. Jack, I'd subscribe for a year. Yeah, well, funnily enough, I don't look at it too much, but sometimes the subs just diminish. Like you actually go backwards some weeks, and you're like, maybe I need to put out more content. I don't know, but the goal next year is to get to at least 1K would be nice. So maybe I've got to do more off-season content in terms of Supercoach. But that is the goal. Like I've been doing this for 3 years. It would be nice to be feeling a little bit more relevant. Skiz fits. What is that? A poo emoji with the fingers crossed. You meant for the OnlyFans. I was so confused, Jack. I was like, what does that mean? I meant for the OnlyFans, but let's get you to 1K. Oh, I was so confused. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. How did I miss that? It was only 2 comments down from Aka saying, are you going to start the OnlyFans? That's funny. This emoji. Anyway, I think I'll leave it there. It feels like it is definitely my time for bed. I just did a 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. shift, and then tomorrow I'm doing a 1 to 10, so I can't be stuffed doing that. But yeah, VC and C, I think I'm going Max Gordon into Cherry or Cherry into Butters at this point. Wait, was it Cherry into Butters? I think I said that at the start of the thing, but I don't think it was that. No, or the other one was actually going Skizfits. If you're still there, this is a good shout, being a Richmond supporter. Flanders into Cherry. Flanders will dominate Richmond, whether he plays halfback, flank, or midfield. I think if any time to go Flanders, it'd actually be this week. I'm not going Bont because I've got Cherry versing. Bont's got bloody Bedford tag. I might just go through some of those things and why I'm not going through some of these players. But Michael, I think that Bedford tag scares the shit out of me because was it last week that Oh, Bedford's been tagging over the last couple of weeks. So I don't think I could go there as much as I love Bont. And then he had that injury scare for the last few weeks. So I'm a little bit turned off Bont. And I can't see any other player in my side that excites me. Like apart from Butters, I can't do Tom Green, Zach Merritt, no, thank you. Jack Steele, no. Sarong, no. Gorn surely goes huge against Darcy and Mason Cox, but does he take it easy because it's a dead rubber? Flanders, just the Richmond matchup's so juicy for me. I don't know. It feels like he has hot starts, but that was a hot game last week. It was 27 degrees over there, so he had a hot start, but maybe it was too hot physically after that. So I feel like the MCG would be like, I don't know, won't be that warm on Saturday afternoon footy, so he might actually get a lot of the pill. Skisfits, yeah, he has mates in Melbourne. He'll turn it on for sure. Does he? Okay. Flanders, yeah, right. All right. And it's the last game for the year, so he can probably go all out. Michael Fair, Bedford did shut down Strong a fair bit. Yeah, that's my issue. Is the taggers. Like, who is the taggers this week, potentially? Let's have a look at the taggers. And this is the other one. I don't want to go Dacos because Neil Bourne could go to him again. Neil Bourne went to him last time. He scored 64 and then he got subbed out in the last quarter, middle of last quarter. Dacos did with that shin issue. So I don't want Neil Bourne going to Dacos as a VC on my last round of the week, considering I'm probably going to score a 0 if Kerno doesn't get up. And if Richards doesn't get up, I'm definitely stuffed. If Kerno and Richards don't play, I've got no F6. Cats, no tag. Tom Stewart could be a shout for a VC. I don't know if anyone would go there. I don't think I'm that game. But Tom Stewart at GMHBA, I actually don't mind that. But I'd rather Flanders against Richmond. North Melbourne, Cherry against Meek is why I'm so excited about that because Cherry's just been on fire. Lions. If I had Neil, I'd look at Neil actually. Neil would be a decent shout against Essendon. Sydney v Adelaide. Goulden would be a sneaky one if I had Goulden. Adelaide don't really tag. Doggies. Nah. Steele I couldn't trust with a 10-foot pole being my VCLC any given week at the moment. Sam Walsh has been shit. Remember that Sam Walsh train that everyone jumped on? Because that never happened. And then maybe the Port Adelaide Freo game, that's where I feel safe with Butters as a C. But anyway. Uncle Acker, Bont will get tagged by Ward. They do it every time. Good point, actually. There's some geniuses in here, actually. Is Marsh into no ruck Carlton shout? Absolutely, it would be, Michael. That's a really good one, actually. It's because I don't have Marshall. I didn't think about that, to be completely honest with you. Who do Carlton have rucking in the hitouts? Really, I'm definitely going to bet after this. Pitney. Yeah, okay. Pitney. Cripps took 3 and then Kennedy took 2. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's actually a really good one, Michael. I like that one. Surely St Kilda actually win that one then. They're going to win the hitouts. And St Kilda have been in form, actually. In the ladder thing, anyway, you can actually see form ladder. You look at the form ladder. Sydney 3 and 2 in the last 5. They're $4 to win the flag, which is wild for me. Port Adelaide have won the last 5. They're $6 to win the flag. Giants have won the last 5. They're $5 to win the flag. Geelong are actually at $9. I actually don't mind that one. Geelong for $9. That's actually not bad at all. I wonder. Especially if they're going to play interstate sides down at the MCG. That could be a sneaky shout for $9. Put $10 on it, you win $90. Brisbane lost the last 2. Hence why they probably don't deserve a home final. Unfortunately, Jack. Oh, wow. And the Doggies and Hawthorn, 4 of the last 5 at $12. Carlton at $21. They might even get eliminated this week. That'd be amazing. And Docker's $51. Wow, there you go. Imagine Docker's got up somehow, like some miracle, $51, and you just chuck $10 on that. But yeah, what else in the Form 1? Nothing really. Collingwood missed out, so that's nice. St Kilda won the last 4 out of 5 as well, though, so should be interesting if they get up because Carlton have got way too many injuries to try to justify a W, but who knows? Stranger things have happened. Jono, I haven't seen if you replied on Twitter now. Up the Saints a year. Get on rolling. He says, get on rolling, Marshall. Good old Rowan Marshall. I think he's a good shout, as old mate above was saying he would be. Cruiser, if anyone's missed this chat and then replaying this video, John O'Carroll looks like I thought it wasn't. Was it which was that Collingwood guy Cruiser? Is that what it was? And now I'm thinking about that Carlton Cruiser for a second. Matty Cruiser I was thinking for a second then. But it's not that. What's his name? That Collingwood bloke. Krugs, not Cruiser. Fuck. Talk about butchering shit tonight. May as well apply to be a butcher tonight. I'm about to head out, but Michael says Marshall was my final trade for Sheasel. Oh yeah, yeah, DPP. Oh, no, Marshall was my final trade for Sheasel after he and English went down. Yeah, okay, yep, no, that makes sense. It's actually not a bad trade. Kruger, yep, not Cruiser. My bad, my apologies. That's me done for the night. Thanks for everyone jumping on for the questions and whatnot. Bring on 2025. Good way to end the segment, Jono. So thank you for that. I'll try to go live always tomorrow or Friday, and then I'll do a Sunday night one, and then we'll do a whole team review and then a trade review and bang it out as quickly as possible. I don't want to leave them wagging too many. If I do them all, it'll be all just in a flurry of a week, and if you watch them, you watch them. If not, after 2 weeks' time, I'll probably take a break until maybe some trade news stuff pops in, but anyway, you'll know. You'll have, if you got the sub button and you're subbed on, you'll know when a video comes out anyway. But enjoyed the lives, and if anyone is out Saturday night, like I said, let me know and I'll meet you out somewhere. Can't wait. Me and Jono. Enjoy your night, guys. Thanks for jumping on. Give us the stream a like if you haven't already. If you're replaying this, give it a like and sub if you're not already subbed. So appreciate it, and thanks for the sub, Michael. Saw that come up in the notifications. So I'll catch you on the next. Cheers. Bye.